I'm Mr. Squishy Face Nasdarachi up here in the corner, and what I'm coming at you with today is a game that I have been hugely digging on mobile, uh, Final Fantasy Record Keepers. I'm going to spare you with the long introductions as this game can kind of be fairly complicated, and what I'm planning on doing today is a quick little run-through tutorial on the multiplayer raid dungeon. Now we're doing the Black Waltz 1, 2, and 3 here, and we're going for the Apocalypse difficulty. Now we can pretty easily do this as long as we get a good party. Now I will run through some people that I would bring and who I am bringing and why I'm bringing them, and some potential strategies for y'all as well. If people are actually interested in this game, I can, do more tutorial stuff, but honestly in this game I'm kind of only in like the mid-end game range. I'm not really capable of doing the hardest stuff in the game yet. So, queuing in, we're going for the 200 difficulty, which is pretty fucking hard. It's not so hard when you're playing with other people because you can just compound everyone's abilities, and you really want a certain team to be able to do this. Now going for the 200 difficulty, you're going to want 80 plus on your team. That's just how it's going to go. Anyone lower than level 80 is really not going to be that helpful. And yeah, there's certain characters and certain abilities that are really going to shine here. Now in your party, we're going to start from right and move to left here, just for ease sake. Over here on the right, we have our record materia. Now, you're going to want one, if not both, of the record materias that give you a soul break charge when you start the dungeon. This is going to be extremely useful, and sorry the camera's going all over the place. I'm on my tablet over here, Mr. Squash Face. Anyway, so, begin with a soul break is very useful, especially for this battle, because we are using two characters that both absorb magic power. I don't have the one for Tiro yet. You get one from Cloud and one from Tiro, and I don't have the one for Tiro yet, so we're using haste and bonus attack and defense on X-Death so that he can move a little quicker. Now soul breaks, you're going to want this Grand Cross right here is going to be the one to use for this particular fight, and with Celis you want the Indomitable Blade or Runic Blade. Now the reason you're going to want that is because these opponents cast tons of black magic, and they will single out either of these characters, and it will nullify the damage and restore the uses of your abilities here. So if you have a character like Celis or X-Death, you can go into this dungeon with abilities that have low uses if they're really good, because you will be refilling them as the enemies casting spells on you. So that's important. One character is going to want wind attacks, because 2 out of the 3 opponents are weak to wind, so that's something to note there. And then you're going to want Sloga, Shelga, Protectka, and some form of healer. Now, it's up to 3 other people that you queue with, so this stuff might change, but the last time I just beat it, I had this stuff equipped and it worked out pretty well. So equipment wise, you're just going to want the best stuff that you have. Obviously these fights are terribly difficult, so your front row is going to be your physical attack, back row is going to be magic, and you're going to want to stack accordingly. Celis is not my best attacker, but because of her soul break ability, that's why she's coming with me into this multiplayer fight, so we can absorb as much magic as possible and keep the team alive. Now, other characters that I would recommend for this are going to be obviously high-level healers. Terra is always good for magic and breaks. You're going to want tons of 5 and 6 star magic abilities, and obviously 4 stars if you don't have those. You can still get away with that, but 5 stars like crushdown on a black mage is really useful. Having Zidane to mug power and do all sorts of assorted fuckery with that is also really useful. So, it's kind of late at night. We might not even find anyone to queue up with. I didn't think about that. So we're going to see if we can't recruit someone. Or multiple people. See, that's good. Summoners are okay. That ice spell that he has is not terribly useful for this battle, but... he left anyway, so it doesn't matter. Not sure if I'm going to keep this little extra cam up on the top here long term because of my squishy face. I don't know if that's really beneficial or not. That's not terribly useful, but he does have 8 meteors. Alright, that's looking good so far. 97. Alright, see, we can probably make this work. This other dude's bringing Sloga, so I'm going... oh, never mind. He left. I was going to switch Sloga off because someone else had that, but since that guy left, let's keep it. Come on, we just need one more person. We need another healer. That's really what we need. People that are going to be useful in this fight are people that can resurrect as well. Or have a soul break that does a group resurrect. Tiro, the Sentinel's Grimoire, is very useful. Even though players can absorb single target magic like Celis and Exta, these opponents still cast group magic abilities. So, damn. My mouth is not lining up. Everyone's leaving. Come on, we need 2 more people. This person with this 80 in the front is not terribly useful. Alright, well he's got Sloga. So this is going to be a magic based fight, so Shelga is going to be the way to go. I don't have a lot of uses on it, but again they're going to restore their magic uses, so it should work out. That's good enough. She's using Celis as a white mage. With 4-star, I can't even use 4-star white magic on my Celis yet, so. Do not change back. Alright. We're going for it. We got a second healer. We don't have anyone that can bring us back from the dead, I don't think. So that is going to be concerning. We're just going to hopefully get a little bit lucky. And we'll get through this okay. My Celis doesn't do a terrible, great amount of damage, but for this fight, she's the best choice. Squish your face. Hopefully this doesn't lag like crazy either, because the last time I tried to film it, I think I had way too many things running in the background and it really screwed me up. But if it's laggy, I apologize. So immediately that soul break is going to start absorbing any magic that they throw, except for group magic. I mean, it'll still absorb that, but it won't stop it from hitting everybody. That's going to raise our defense and attack, I believe, in magic a lot. It's pretty useful. Actually, that just raises, yeah, our defense stats. This is going to be kind of laggy. I'm going to kill the webcam on the side to hopefully free things up a little. Memory. Summon magic. He's using summon wind. That's good, because the two in the back row are weak to wind. See, there we go. So instead of hitting someone and doing like 6,000 damage, it did nothing. And once I start using abilities, it's going to start refilling them. Haha. So now I just refilled one of my abilities. He's doing another wind-based summon here. A lot of shit going on screen, so I apologize if it's kind of laggy. A lot of wind stuff you're going to want. Which is the best wind-based. The guy in the front is also weak to fire. Get them all slowed. Do as much wind damage as possible. He keeps refilling my only 2 attacks I have on that tornado strike, but they keep refilling it, so. And that soul break lasts a good while. And they are all slowed now. So we're in pretty good shape as long as they don't do some crazy group magic attack. Now when her soul break runs out, I'll have hopefully X Death charged up to have the same effect in play. Which is why this is a really good team to have going on here. Especially for this heavily magic-based battle. As you can see, they're just pummeling her with magic, but they can't land a single hit to save their lives. And their physical attacks are very weak. We'll throw down some extra heals and keep Celis on the tornado strike. Keep throwing tornado strike at them. So there's a group magic. That's going to hurt a little bit. But we already got one Kiraja on deck. And some overstrikes that are probably going to lag a little bit, you guys. I'm sorry. But at least you get to enjoy some pretty cool looking Final Fantasy limit break style attacks. Bartz. He's fairly powerful. Bartz is a good character. If you guys aren't sure who to pick on your team, Bartz you can't go wrong with. But in this game, you always want to kind of base your team around the gear you have available. So he's going to rebuff us all. We need to get some heals going on. And it's about time for another magic absorbing soul break as well. That's gonna hurt. The one in the front is taking a pummeling because we've been hitting him with a lot of fire damage. Kuja here, attacking with some dark damage. Really getting kind of laggy because I'm screen capping and playing at the same time. Oh. So bad. We're still absorbing magic, so that's good news. And there's a group heal for us. Group heals, another great thing. Oh, that's not Celis, that's Rosa. Okay. Their costumes are so very similar. So, yeah, I have the only magic absorbers on the team. It's definitely a clutch thing that you need to have. Alright, we can refresh our magic absorption, so that's immediately what we're going to do. Because they hurt when they hit you. With magic anyway, that physical attack doesn't hurt so much. Alright, 1 down, 2 to go. We're doing great. More wind attacks. These last 2 are the ones that are weak to wind, so it should be a cakewalk from here on out. If the lag doesn't kill us. Alright, so no more magic damage unless they do group magic. I do have Celis as my roaming warrior if anyone needs to use some of her abilities. I can put my friend code in the comments. But I kind of alternate who I use. And we're down to the last one. Should be very, very easy from here on out. And obviously we're going to master this because not a single person has died. And you need to affect them with slow for bonus points. Hit the back row with wind damage for bonus points. And did I say slow them? Slow them? Yeah, slow them. Wind damage on the back too. And not more than 4 people getting KO'd are your conditions for mastery. And Celis is the MVP of this match. All this is possible because she absorbs magic. So, for y'all's team makeup, if you guys do play this game, you're going to want to use her on your team. And if you don't play this game, then I hope you enjoyed this little trip into old 8-bit style Final Fantasy sprite fandom. There we go, guys. We got a champion. And since I hosted it, I should get some bonus goodies. Yep, so here are your bonus conditions. 4 more heroes not dead. Enemy was slow. And attack. Ooh, just the bottom left one with a wind attack. Yeah, get some bonus goodies. And I'm not going to get much else because I have already mastered this before. But this is when you guys would get use some bonus stuff if you haven't done it already. I hope you guys enjoyed that little run through there. And if you guys have any more questions about Record Keeper, or feel free to shoot them into the comments. And of course there'll be some more of this and a bunch of other diverse stuff coming up. I hope you guys have a great evening and enjoy the rest of your week. I am signing out. Y'all have a good evening. Or actually, morning. Later, y'all.